Have you ever felt like you were dating a ghost? You're in a relationship with someone who was warm, present, and vibrant 3 weeks ago. But today they feel 1,000 miles away. You send a text, nothing. You ask a question, you get a one-word answer. You can feel the temperature in the room dropping, and your heart rate starts to climb. You feel that familiar, desperate itch to reach out, to fix it, to pull them back to you. Or perhaps you're on the other side. You're sitting on the couch and you feel your partner's eyes on you. You can feel their need like a heavy, suffocating blanket. Every time they ask what's wrong or are we okay, you feel a physical urge to get out of the room. You aren't trying to be cruel, you just feel like your internal battery is at 1% and their presence is a power drain you can't afford. Most people call this toxic love or bad luck. In the lab, we don't believe in luck. We believe in attachment hardware. Before I show you how to recalibrate this circuit, we need to talk about the short circuit that keeps millions of people trapped in a cycle of misery. Welcome back to the lab. I'm the mind mechanic. Today we are opening the hood on the most complex engine you will ever maintain, the romantic connection. If you want to be a master of relationships, or eventually a coach who helps others fix theirs, you have to understand that love is rarely the problem. The problem is attachment theory. This is the blueprint of how your brain was wired to receive and give safety. This wiring happened when you were a toddler. Your primary caregivers were your first master mechanics. If they were consistent, you developed secure hardware. But if they were inconsistent, sometimes there, sometimes cold, you developed anxious attachment. If they were intrusive or emotionally unavailable, you developed avoidant attachment. Here is the mechanical tragedy. Your brain doesn't look for a good partner. It looks for a familiar partner. It looks for someone whose hardware fits your existing plugs, even if those plugs are rusted and sparking. I want to tell you about James and Elena. On paper, they were a perfect system. James was a high-level executive, stoic and successful. Elena was a creative, empathetic, and deeply caring woman. To the outside world, they were the gold standard. But inside their home, they were in a state of constant system failure. Elena would try to connect, and James would feel invaded and shut down. The more James shut down, the more Elena panicked and chased. They were caught in a feedback loop that was destroying them both. They came to me asking, "Is the love gone?" I told them, "No, the love is the fuel, but your engine timing is off." Before I tell you the specific diagnostic tool I gave them to save their marriage, we need to look at the neurology of the trap. The deep calibration, the anxious avoidant dance. This is the industrial secret of the relationship niche. The anxious person and the avoidant person are like magnets with the same polarity. They are drawn together with intense chemical fire, but the moment they get close, they repel. The anxious alarm. If you have anxious hardware, your safety sensor is set to high sensitivity. When your partner pulls away to do their own thing, your brain treats it like a system shutdown. Your amygdala screams, abandonment imminent. You start protest behavior, texting too much, picking fights to get a reaction, or obsessing over their social media. You're trying to manually restart the engine, but you're actually flooding it. The avoidant shield. If you have avoidant hardware, your freedom sensor is hyperactive. When your partner moves toward you, your brain treats it like a resource drain. You feel crowded. Your internal cooling system kicks in and you deactivate. You stop making eye contact. You retreat into work or hobbies. You aren't trying to hurt them. You are trying to prevent your system from overheating. The polarity paradox. Here is the deep insight. The anxious person needs the avoidant person because the avoidance distance proves the anxious person's internal belief that they aren't enough. And the avoidant person needs the anxious person because the anxious person's chasing allows the avoidant to feel independent and in demand without ever having to be vulnerable. This isn't a relationship, it's a codependent circuit. How to recalibrate, the 7-step system restoration. To fix this, we have to stop looking at who is right and start looking at what is happening. 1. Identify your default settings. You cannot fix a glitch you haven't identified. Are you the chaser or the runner? In the lab, we don't judge the hardware, we just name it. When you feel the urge to chase or run, stop and say, "My anxious avoidant hardware is triggered right now." This moves the problem from your identity to your instruments. 2. Neutralize the meaning. The anxious person thinks, they don't love me. The avoidant person thinks, they are trying to control me. Both are wrong. It's just hardware responding to a stimulus. When you stop assigning malice to your partner's glitch, you lower the voltage of the conflict. 3. The core co-reg hack. In a secure system, partners co-regulate. They use each other to stay calm. In a malfunctioning system, they co-dysregulate. To fix this, use the neurology-physiology connection. Instead of talking, try 30 seconds of eye contact or a long hug. You are manually syncing your nervous systems without the interference of the ego software. Most people set boundaries to keep others out. A mind mechanic sets boundaries to keep their own shadow in. If you're anxious, set a boundary for yourself. I will not send more than one text if I don't get a reply. If you're avoidant, I will tell my partner I need 20 minutes of alone time instead of just disappearing. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Start visualizing what a secure response looks like. How would someone who knows they are worthy of love respond to a cold text? They would probably just go back to their work. Act as if you have secure hardware until the neural pathways catch up. Protest behavior is a short circuit. It's designed to get a reaction, but it always results in a status drop. Chasing makes you look low value. Running makes you look cowardly. Authentic communication, "I'm feeling a bit disconnected right now," is the only way to keep the system clean. Conflict in relationships is usually a cover for fear. The master key is to speak the underlying data. Instead of saying, "You're always late," say, "I feel anxious when I don't know where you are because it makes me feel unimportant." This is shadow integration in real time. It's hard to fight someone who's being 100% honest about their own fragility. So how did James and Elena save their system? I didn't give them communication tips. I gave them a manual override. I told James, when Elena chases you, she's not being crazy, she's terrified. Give her 5 minutes of undivided attention and her alarm will turn off. I told Elena, when James pulls away, he's not leaving you, he's recharging. If you give him space without punishing him for it, he will return to you faster. By understanding the mechanical blueprint of their partner, they stopped taking the glitches personally. They stopped being the problem and started being the mechanics. Relationship success isn't about finding the perfect partner. It's about understanding your attachment hardware. We've diagnosed the anxious avoidant trap. We've looked at the neurology of abandonment. We've implemented the 90-second system pause and the vulnerability bypass. If you feel like your relationship is short-circuiting, don't throw away the engine. Just recalibrate the wiring. This is the first step in your journey to becoming a master of human connection. And if you're ready to take this deeper, this is exactly the kind of work I do with my one-on-one coaching clients. I'll see you in the next session. Let's get your heart running right.